I decided to quit. I decided to quit. Good morning, people. Woke up, couldn't find my belt. That was really annoying. Now I have to go to work and do my job at my work. Just messed up a couple times at work. Had to step outside, go for a walk, clear my head. I feel like an idiot. Made a couple of mistakes I already knew not to make, but my boss walked me through each one as if it was my first time seeing it. It's interesting. Like, I'm sitting here thinking about time, and usually when I'm on vacation or something and I sit in stillness and I just watch the wind blow the leaves and I hear the birds chirp, I'm like, everything's so still, but I get angsty. I wish I was doing something. But then in moments like this, I appreciate it more because I have to go back to work. It's like, why can't I sit in stillness that feels like this forever? Not stillness where I wish I was doing something else. I don't know. So, a lot happened at work today. I was wickedly unhappy, as you guys might have saw from my, sort of overwhelmed state when I went on that walking break. Then I texted my parents. I was like, listen, I am unexplainably unhappy. I should be more grateful, but I'm really not. I can't explain why I'm so unhappy, and I really want to quit. And I'll make good of it. I'll help you guys do this. I'll help you guys do that. I'll be useful, And I was just trying to negotiate with them, but surprisingly they were very supportive, because previously they were like, no, you don't want to miss up an opportunity like this, and not that it's the best opportunity in the world, just given this economy, everyone's like, oh, you're lucky to have a job, and I get that. I should be more grateful, but I'm really not. Anyways, suffice it all that to say, I decided to quit. And thankfully, my parents were very supportive of that decision. I decided that I was going to study for my Foreign Service Officer exam, because I'd like to become a diplomat eventually, if I'm lucky. And I have to take that exam. I haven't really been able to study for it. I'm registered to take it on July 18th, but I've had no time to study. And I was like, I'll study every single day. I'll work like a dog now that I know what the 9 to 5 feels like. Not as if, diplomacy is going to be any different, but it'll be higher paying, and I'll be living maybe abroad, maybe here, but pay is different. When you're getting paid handsomely, it's not so much of a big deal. Anyways, my parents were supportive. They're like, okay, go put in your 2 weeks, do the regular shebang, don't burn any bridges, be good about it. I was like, that's very sensible advice. I love you guys. And they said, I love you too. And I went to the big boss's office. Not the boss I immediately report to, but the big boss's office. And I said, hey Rich, wanted to talk to you if you were free. He's like, yeah, go ahead. And I was like, I really wanted to thank you for this opportunity. It's been great, but I've been thinking about putting in my 2 weeks. He goes, oh, okay, I thought you were going to be here for a year. He's like, well, when are you starting your other job? And I was like, I don't have another job. He goes, oh, so why are you leaving? And I'm like, well, yeah, I love the people. The job's okay. It's been a learning curve for sure, but, the drive is crazy, and I've got a test to study for, and I just can't do it. And he goes, well, why don't you just do part-time? I was like, part-time? I didn't know that was an option. He goes, yeah, just come in when you have work to do and do it and then leave. And I'm like, that would cut out, morning traffic and 5 o'clock traffic. and I'd only come in 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm like, Rich, I don't know, man, this sounds really ideal. He's like, yeah, you could do 10 to 3. I'm like, how soon can we start? He goes, probably, I don't know, come in tomorrow and we'll talk about it, and then we could probably start the next day. I'm like, huh, I really like that idea, Rich. That's a really good idea. So I told my parents, they're like, yeah, that's a good idea. Just do part-time. So you'll still have enough free days to study and, you know, be a human being and live life, but you'll still be working in this economy, have a good job, and you won't have to drive in rush hour traffic. And I was like, yeah, these are excellent conditions for me. So I told him, and he was like, okay, we'll do that. And then I told him, I'm like, you know, I thought you guys were gonna fire me. He goes, what gave you that idea? And I was like, you guys posted my position on LinkedIn. And then he's like, posted your, it's like, no, he didn't. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, you saw that? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, I don't know what you're talking about. And I showed him, and he was like, no, that's for the other company. So I was like, oh, okay. That makes sense. So, unless he's like lying, and this is like a good opportunity to also have another guy come in when I'm not there. I don't think he's gonna do that, though. I feel like I'm well liked. I make like really funny jokes. Like, the other day, I told my coworkers, like, oh, USA Paraguay, gonna be a tie. And then Monday rolls around and he's like, what happened, Sean? And I looked at him on the fly. I was like, well, if I was right about everything, I wouldn't be here. Whole office. You've got that right. So yeah. But yeah, I'll do part-time, I'll study, and I think I like my life. I like my life. I'm so lucky. Now I'm gonna hit the gym, eat dinner, and that should be the day. Another day in the life of a guy who just cut his hair and has friends and has a caring family and a bright career ahead of him and is very fortunate and is spoiled rotten. Thank you guys. Love you. Guys, holy shit, a huge fucking car accident just happened behind me. All I heard was this guy just rear-ended the shit out of some dude behind me. I saw the whole thing. I ate a bit of dinner in it. Then I finished editing the last video. And I got to appreciate this view. It's lovely, isn't it? Wow, it's a mad thing, isn't it? No, but in all seriousness, I'm so happy. I'm so much happier. What a goated schedule I'm about to have. Turns out that's all it took. Just a little bit of a break. You gotta communicate your needs. Sometimes a lot of your biggest fears and anxieties just live in your head. I'm like the #1 proprietor of that. Or proprietor, is that the word? I just do that a lot. Like, I'll have a problem, it'll just live and fester in my head, and it gets most of the time blown out way out of proportion. I have such a fear of filming in public, holy shit. Guys, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep living this life. I can't keep hiding. I'm a vlogger. Let me take my stupid ass to the gym. Hey guys, you'll never guess what I did at the gym. Yeah, I picked things up and I put them back down. Really fun. This is probably the end of it. I'm gonna go home, watch Argentina Algeria with the fam. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's see what my boss says about my job.